Pull out your scarves, light up a pumpkin spice candle, and toss the flip-flops on because fall 2025 is creeping in with enough anime to cozy up your soul or to wreck your sleep schedule. Leaves will fall, but new shows will rise, and trust me, this season is stacked. My friends, I'm Dom, I'm from the Otaku Room, and today we're diving into the top 10 brand new anime that you absolutely cannot sleep on this fall. No returning heavyweights for this one, just fresh stories, wild twist, and morning regret from binging. Let's get into it with our first anime. Number 1, my status as an assassin obviously exceeds the heroes. When Akira Oda and his classmates are summoned to another world, every student gets flashy cheat powers except for him. He's assigned a weak, quote-unquote, assassin skill. But things don't stay weak for long. Akira's skills growth and stat multipliers begin to outstrip the so-called hero class. As conspiracies and royal secrets come forward, he's framed by the king and forced to go on the run. Behind the assassin facade lies someone who might actually be stronger than the freaking hero. I'm looking forward to watching his transformation from underdog to power player. This setup is perfect for betrayal, moral ambiguity, and sneaky strategy. Will he take over the throne or dismantle it? Let's see how far he pushes his blade. Plus, I gotta add this in there, I'm also intrigued by how this show will balance world building and character layers. Will the summoning mystery get more complex? I want large fight scenes, yes, but I also want political intrigue, shady allies, and uncomfortable alliances. If done right, this could be one of the fall's biggest surprises. Number 2, my friend's little sister has it in for me. Akatiro Oboshi is done with romance. He's done with friends, relationships, even fun stuff just kind of feels like a waste of time. But there's a twist to him. Oroha Konihata, his best friend's sister, which seems to drop like all her perfect student facade around him. She teases bro, invades his space, flips between sweetness and chaos, and the more he resists, the more she presses. But of course, there's more. Akatiro's uncle forces him into a fake relationship with this freaking cousin, yes, his cousin, in exchange for backing Akatiro's indie game group. So, now there's pressure, tension, and a triangle, or maybe more, waiting to pop. I'm here for the cringe, the tension, and the romantic why is she like this moments. This show could go full rom-com with tropes, or it could be good and flip them. I hope that it leans into character growth. Why does Iroha act clingy? What's her pain? Akatiro's defense is better crack. Someone's coming in. Cousin time. This could be one of those romance shows that bites harder than you expect if it gives me chemistry and conflict. I'll follow it all season long. I expect sweet moments, embarrassing confessions, and someone having to say, I'm sorry, in that choked voice. Mark my words. Number 3, my gift level, hold on, let me get some water for this title. My gift level 9999 unlimited gacha. Backstabbed in a backwater dungeon. I'm out for revenge. Yep, that's the whole freaking ass title. Alright, Light is human in a world where 9 races exist and humans are total jokes. He's welcomed into the elite assembly of races, then betrayed and dumped into the Abyss dungeon. But he has a cheat, unlimited gacha, a power to pull anything from the randomness of fate. With it, he fights to survive, rebuild, and plot revenge. He builds alliances, levels up from nothing, and forms an empire of the strongest players. The betrayal is personal for this bro. The grind is real and every loot drop feels like a win. I'm hyped for the strategy side. How will he use his randomness to his advantage? Will the gacha have limits? I want tension around resource management, party building, and betrayal in return. If this gives me satisfying underdog to conqueror arc, I think we're gonna be hooked. Number 4, may I ask for one final thing? In the middle of a ball, second Prince Kyle stands up, cancels his engagement to Scarlet, the Duke's daughter, and smears her publicly. Scarlet endured abuse and humiliation all their lives, and now she's making one final request, a dance. Her ex-fiance, literally she wants to take him out for his final dance. This is not your average villainous story though. Scarlet's fighting with roses and tears with elegance and rage. She's not quietly stepping aside this time. This one's set to be a spectacle. The ballroom has confrontations, the costume have moments, the silent protest behind gloved hands. If she demands the one final dance, I wanted her to bring the house down. Will people cheer or judge her? She's warping her pain into art and I want front row seats. Let's see if this one can push the boundaries of what a villainess is meant to be. Number 5, pass the monster meat, my lady. Lady Melfiria has a taste, literally, for monster flesh. Society calls her grotesque, and honestly, I do too. But then a monster attack at a banquet happens, and the man who saves her is the infamous Blood Mad Duke. He's lethal, enigmatic, and might be the only one who gets her weird appetite. She's labeled a villainess, but what if her appetite is her superpower? I'm here for the monster banquets, the gross cuisine, and the clash between horror and romance. Number 6. Dad is a hero, mom is a spirit, but I'm a reincarnator. Ellen used to be a modern scientist. Now she was reborn, a half-spirit child in a fantasy realm. She's part of a royal family. Her father's the kingdom's legendary hero, and her mom is the queen of the spirits. She's also getting some elemental manipulation powers too. You read that right. Hero plus spirit parents plus science plus chaos. That's the whole thing. That's her. I'm expecting some drama, identity struggle, and magical politics. How will she balance life as a child while carrying adult knowledge? Will her powers threaten the kingdom, or will she save it? That remains to be seen in this one. Number 7. The banished court magician aims to become the strongest. Alec once backed the crown prince as a behind-the-scenes court magician. When only support magic was his domain, he was exiled though. Cast aside, he's at his lowest he's ever been. Then a former comrade comes in the picture, returns, and asks him to rejoin forces in a legendary lasting period. Together, they return to dangerous battles and ambition. This is a redemption story. One that we're all going to be ready for, the underestimated gaining power again, and flipping the whole thing on its script. What I'm expecting is a fantasy escalation. Support spells, hidden in offense, secret combos, and team synergy. Also, there's going to be some internal conflict. Will Alec resent the crown, or will he accept it again? That remains to be seen in this underdog drama that I need. This one looks really good. Number 8. Chitose is in the Ramune bottle. Saku Chitose has the perfect image. He's popular, poised, bulletproof reputation. But when a teacher asks him to reach out to a student who's been shut in their room for months, everything cracks. The perfect world is gone. What looks like a normal school romance may hide depression, social pressure, and hidden scars. This one's set to be pretty raw, with some awkward confessions, regret, and the loneliness underneath glossy smiles. This could be quiet and powerful, not explosive, but if it leans into character introspection, it might be one of the fall's hidden emotional punching. So I think we're gonna make a punching bag out of this one with them emotions. Number 9, my friends, the dark history of the reincarnated Villainess. Konoha Sato once wrote her own Villainess backstory for funsies, you know how we do. Now she ends up being reincarnated into that freaking Villainess herself. Her name is Lana Magnolia, with full memory of every dark detail she's ever penned. Now every decision, every flaw, becomes a threat to her life. She must now rewrite fate, but with no pen. I want to see her wrestle with her identity. Is she bound to have the role completely redesigned? Which path will she fight? If she chooses to save lives instead of destroy them, what consequences await her? If the show leans into psychological pressure, guilt, and character morality, this one might be a surprise. Alright, final one, my friends, number 10. This one's called Let's Play, or it goes by another name, Quest Darake no My Life. Sam Samara Young is a game dev making ruminate. After a scathing review from a top streamer of her game that she made, her world flips because the same stranger that was a streamer ends up becoming her freaking next door neighbor. This ends up being a romantic comedy loaded with gaming culture, social media bites, memes, and a doggo that steals some scenes. What we're supposed to expect here is meta commentary. So what it does is create some, like, is your critics, are those real people? This is gonna have gamer humor, simmering tension, awkward meetups, tears, all kinds of stuff. This could be one of the few shows that really peaks and really speaks to gamers out there in anime form. And this one could be one that is gonna do great or it's gonna flop. So I guess we'll find out together. And that, my friend, that's the fall 2025 top 10 brand new anime that I'm excited to binge and review and watch all season long right here, and possibly regret even watching one episode. But we're gonna find out together. Which ones got you breaking sleep schedules early? Which plot twists are you most hoping for? Drop your hype down in the comments below. What did I get right and what did I miss? What's missing from the list? What should have been added? Let me know in the comments. I've been Dom from the Otaku Room. Make sure you like and subscribe and ring that bell, and we'll see you for the first episode as fall season rolls out.